Hi guys, this video is going to be for my Sun, Moon, Rising Sagittarius for the month of February. What you guys are looking at right now is the energy you can expect to be feeling walking into the month of February. And then we're going to update these transits as we get to it. So yeah, all right, so February 1st, Venus in Pisces was conjunct Neptune in Pisces in 27 degrees in your 4th house. So to me, this was giving me daydreamer vibes, past life relationships, investing money into things to make your dreams come true. But do you have this money? That's just because with Pisces energy, it's here 1 minute, gone the next. Either past relationships or exes on your mind, people spying on you or you spying on people, having difficulty focusing, having love on the mind. You could have experienced the dead talking to you guys as well, or having dreams where like your spirit guides, source, universe, your angels, passed away loved ones, things of that nature talking to you guys. Daydreaming about the things you guys want to buy, or daydreaming about anything, really. So I just want to look at your chart. So Venus rules Libra in your 11th house, and Venus also rules Taurus in your 6th house. So Venus conjunct Neptune in your 4th house, which talks about home, property, or like I want to say your feelings at home, like also how you act, but also how you guys are emotionally, internally. So with that being said, if Lilith is in your 11th house, this is the internet for you guys. This is also social networking, groups of friends. And Lilith being in the 11th house, you guys could have experienced some type of anger around the internet, anger with friends, things feeling like they're not fair because it's in Libra. And when it comes to work, so for some of you that are trying to get a new job, put yourself out there, there may be some anger around this because maybe things aren't going that great. The reason I'm going there is because the 6th house literally talks about work. I think another way, and because also Uranus traditionally rules the 11th house, so I'm definitely seeing how that could have played out. For others, this could be more about money invested with friends, because 11th house, friends, and it's like maybe there's anger around friendships because they don't end up committing or doing something. Where do you guys have Aquarius? Or there could be anger around things you believe are being said, because your 3rd house talks about communication, and it's in Aquarius, and Uranus rules Aquarius. Is there anything else I want to say to that? Honestly, there's with Neptune traditionally ruling the 12th house in Scorpio. I mean, since the 12th house traditionally belongs to Scorpio, since the 12th house traditionally belongs to Pisces, and you guys have Scorpio there. Where's Pluto for you guys? Communication. So yeah, you guys definitely could have been, definitely spying for some of you. Could have been spying on people you guys are currently dating, currently seeing, with that Jupiter retrograde in your 7th house, the partnerships, relationships. If this isn't people that like you guys are investing some type of money into, whether it's a business partnership or just somebody that owes you money or vice versa, I feel like then this could be talking about literally somebody you guys have been intimate with, or somebody you guys are being intimate with, and they're during the retrograde, there's like a review, especially with Mars retrograde in your 8th house, talking about intimacy, sex, and Cancer traditionally rules that 4th house, right? So yeah, I think you guys would have definitely potentially been spying on people, because it's like, do you still want to be with this person? Do you still want to, can you trust this person? That's another one I'm thinking, with Mars being the original ruler of Scorpio. Pluto in Aquarius. Yeah, you guys were definitely doing something on the internet, or vice versa. Okay, let's move on. February 3rd, Mercury in Aquarius in your 3rd house would have been trining Jupiter in Gemini and retrograde in your 7th house. So I was picking up on learning new things about your friends, maybe on the internet, understanding hard to grasp things much easier. being in touch with your higher self and or your genius, talking about traveling or revisiting old ideas about traveling, having one-on-one conversations that you feel are coming, friends reaching out to talk, writing a lot, having new ideas, or just writing down your ideas. And this energy definitely was giving me freedom energy. So seeking freedom, thinking of freedom. So for those of you that are seeing somebody, I would say you guys are considering breaking up with them, ending things, or vice versa. Also, this tells me like for like anybody who was working on this day, you guys would have like really more so would have not wanted to work on this day. What else? Also just a lot of thoughts, too many that it may make you guys anxious or uncomfortable, talking to a lot of friends or clients, customers, and learning new things. So I want to look at this in your chart again. So Mercury and Aquarius in your 3rd house. Mercury traditionally rules Virgo in your 10th house, so the South Node. Okay, so for some of you, this was definitely talking about work on that day. You guys were just not into it. And for those of you that feel that way every day, it's like, okay, well, more so. Like you may have called out or really just didn't want to be there. Mercury also rules Gemini, your 7th house. Jupiter traditionally rules you guys. Yeah. Hold on one second. Jupiter traditionally rules the 9th house. You guys have Leo here versus Sun, 3rd house, communication. Yeah, I think you guys just would have, there could have been traveling on this day for some of you. I feel like I said that. I just think conversations with friends or people you guys are in committed relationships with or you're beginning to talk to, you guys would have been talking about doing something fun. Like, where do you guys want to adventure off to? That's what I think of. Anything else I want to add on? Because it's pretty straightforward. No. Okay. February 4th, Jupiter goes direct in Gemini in your 7th house in 11 degrees. Definitely double check these dates on your own because I may be off by a day or two. Okay, so Jupiter going direct in Gemini in 11 degrees in your 7th house, getting together with friends or talking to friends, faith restored in friendships, having conversations with people you know you need to speak to. Self-expression will come easily. There will also be duality there. So just, I mean, I guess you guys would have more experience with this because Gemini is in your 7th house. So it's like you guys are always seeing this in other people in some type of way. Duality doesn't necessarily mean somebody's fake. It's just we all have that type of energy that we show that is public. And this is, I guess, psychologically because that's safe, that's smart. Why would you show all your cards? You know, that's, I don't know, as an 8th house person, that would be dangerous. Obviously apply common sense here, but there's more gray in the world. It's not just black or white. So I don't think Gemini energy necessarily means that you guys would be fake once Jupiter goes direct. I just think you guys may feel one way, but then people may feel like that contradicts something you said, or you may want to see this two sides to a situation, and then people who don't understand duality may be like, well, where's your integrity? And it really depends, you know, do you guys have integrity on certain topics? With Gemini and Libra energy, it's it can get difficult sometimes when it comes to that. I think once Jupiter goes direct, you guys would experience a lot of thoughts, a lot of expression that needs to get out there physically. Having a lot of confidence. I feel like you guys already have a lot of confidence. So I just think once it goes direct, you would, I guess, be back to normal. And if you guys don't feel like you have confidence in general, I'm shocked. But if this is you, then I would say once Jupiter goes direct in your 7th house, you'll definitely feel more confident about the things you say or about your choices that you end up making regarding people who either once meant something to you, or it's like now you're deciding to cut ties. That's what I believe. And doing lots of research. Jupiter in Gemini talks about doing a lot of research. Also now looking at that again, So yes, since Jupiter will be in 11 degrees, 11 degrees is an Aquarius degree. So Aquarius is in your third house. It's also talking about the internet, and traditionally this rules that 11th house. So yeah, I think a lot of you would have been experiencing, maybe learning something new about, if not a serious relationship, then it could have been a friendship. It could have been just something regarding people that you take seriously is what I want to say. And I feel like there would be some type of anger around this, but at the same time, you guys are wiser for it, if that makes sense, because you guys definitely would have been doing some type of research. For some of you, it definitely connects to people where either you guys do business together, you guys make money, or again, just money is involved in some type of way. Cue the sound, the background sound. Sorry about that, but I can't do anything. Okay, so Venus is also entering Aries this same day on February 4th. This is going to be happening in your 5th house. So you guys will experience a high sex drive, conversations with people that you guys want to have sex with, being seen, but also at the same time feeling blocked due to Mars, the ruler of Aries, being in Cancer and in retrograde, and it's happening in your 8th house. So this is your inner world, but also the things that are happening behind your back. Let's see. Also, I feel like this could be the return of the ex for a lot of you guys. Why? Because a retrograde is talking about a redo, about something regarding the past. And if Mars is talking about the guys that you are currently dating or are sleeping with, then I feel like there would be something like this coming back up. Or you guys could be investing money, like I said before, with people. Or it's like, you know, if you're, I want to say if like you're going out with friends, then it's like, you know, you guys all have to pay X amount, and now there's something goes wrong with that. So it's like a Mars and 8th house type of energy, where now there's anger because there was some bullshit that went on behind your back. And it would connect somehow with money, and somehow either with traveling or just having fun, because Venus is now in your 5th house. 5th house talks about romance, dating, having fun, self-expression, or children. That's another thing for some of you as well you could be experiencing. For those of you that are married or in a serious relationship and you have children, there would be some type of inner conflict going on right now about this topic in general. Children, or maybe having children. What else? Message. Oh no. I think also while Venus is in your 5th house in Aries, you guys are definitely more so going to experience that magnetic type of energy. So feeling sexy, seen, being confident. Also, of course, this goes without saying, hot-headed type of energy. Buying impulsively, but maybe a little drawback because of that Mars being in retrograde in Cancer. So because Venus is in your 5th house, you guys will definitely want to be spending money on things either for the home, because Mars, the ruler of Aries, is in your 8th house, and Cancer traditionally rules that house, the 4th house, home, property, but also 5th house is fun. So you guys are either spending money on ways that feel like fun to you. Because it's the 8th house, it's definitely either connected to dating. You may be spending money on, you know, going places with whoever you're in a relationship with. You may be spending money on the child. For those of you that are having kids or want to have kids, something like that. What else? I just think like if you guys are out there dating and you're putting yourselves out there on a dating app, since Aquarius is the internet, Mercury is in Aquarius, so this is communication, talking. The sun is there in the 3rd house, so it's like you guys are being seen. So I feel like just Venus being in that 5th house is telling me you guys would have more dates this month, or during this transit, I should say. Venus rules that 11th house and your 6th house. For some of you, again, that are looking for work, I believe when Venus is direct and Mars goes direct, you guys could definitely find a job that is more fun to you, a job that is more meaningful as well. Just because the 6th house, the place of work, is coming through for you guys, and it connects to the internet. Yeah. Wait. So even though Venus is in Aries in your 5th house, due to Chiron also being there and Lilith being in Libra, you guys may experience things that you feel are unfair when it comes to the people you're attracting or the relationships you're in. Oh, it's going to cut out, isn't it? Please don't. Anyway, all right, so let's move on. Did I say that already? I'm so sorry. Buying impulsively, but a little bit of drawback. I think ultimately you guys are going to buy whatever you want to buy because Venus in Aries is going to do whatever it wants. Feeling like you want to make money, but you may not have the energy to make things actually happen due to that Mars in Cancer in the 8th house in retrograde. Because there's a slowdown. It's either like mental conflict. That's probably honestly like, it's more conflict with your feelings, I feel like, because 8th house is your inner realm, and it usually connects to what's going on behind your back. Just usually connected to people you're close to, I want to say. Yeah. All right. February 7th, Sun in Aquarius will be quincunx Mars in Cancer in retrograde. So again, February 7th, we have, actually it's the Sun and, is it the Sun and Mercury? Yeah, the Sun and Mercury in your 3rd house, quincunxing Mars in Cancer in your 8th house in retrograde. Now I know not everybody is into talking about minor aspects, but I feel like it's, I don't know, I just don't think minor aspects really exist. Do I think like a conjunct or a trine or a sextile is bigger? Yeah, but I think they're all like, you're gonna feel it. You're not gonna feel the energy that's happening. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. So anyway, I think you guys will experience difficulty opening doors due to your emotions or feelings at play. Having faith in reconciling, but feeling torn about opening the doors. Wanting to have conversations with people to fix past pain. So that's the Sun in Aquarius. I feel like you guys will experiencing that when it's talking to Mars. I think you guys will also have difficulty saying things or having difficulty with doing things because your vitality may feel down on that day. And with Mercury, I think this would be being able to see through people's words, healing your heart to free yourself from people and situations where you don't feel free, doing the work to be at peace with yourself, focusing on the things that make you feel emotionally fulfilled, men observing you on social media and how you express yourself and waiting on a specific time to approach you, people having difficulty talking to you, they may hold themselves back. And again, just want to make sure I say it. Okay, so with the Sun and Mercury, again, I feel like you guys could have healed. I'm sorry, hold on. Knowing what you need to do, but not having the motivation or physical vitality to do anything. It gives me lazy energy, body not feeling physically up to things. And then also you may want to say things but have difficulty, or you want to do things like work, make money, especially with Uranus and Taurus in that 6th house, but have difficulty with Mars in retrograde and in Cancer in your 8th house. So on that same day, February 7th, Venus in Aries in your 5th house will be sextiling Pluto in Aquarius in your 3rd house. Okay, so you guys will, I believe, be feeling like people wanting in on your energy, you being able to see through people, and because of this with willpower and restraint, may hold yourself back. High sex drive, having the strength to turn the tables around onto other people who have caused problems, friendships and romance specifically. The advice here will be, people will be observing you and the things you say and do. Think before you make up your mind, balance out your energy and focus on yourself, ignore outside noise. I think you guys could have healed your physical body on this day through randomly working out. You could have also pushed yourself at the same time to come into your power. Again, hard to do with Mars in retrograde because it all depends on how that transit is hitting you and your personal planets. All right, so February 9th, Sun in Aquarius in your third house will be conjunct Mercury in Aquarius in your third house in 20 degrees. So I channeled for the collective, socializing energy, meeting new people, going out with friends, good vibes, but can also manifest as loner vibes for some. Being able to see or understand easily on this day the things that are usually more difficult to see or understand. Working hard. People will be wanting in on your energy. They will want to understand you and your thoughts. People will be intrigued by you based off what you know. Anything else I want to add to that one? Also, you guys could have felt more confident, more intelligent, intuitive. Self-expression could have come easily on that day. And understanding the psychology of the collective or friends much easier during that transit. So I just want to look at this. So Sun in Aquarius would have been conjunct Mercury in Aquarius in your third house. So the fact that it was happening in a 20-degree energy, this is Scorpio energy. This is why I'm saying I think you guys would have been deeply in touch with like the psychological aspect of people. It would have just been more easy on this day. So it could have manifested in either the positive energy of Scorpio or the negative, meaning you guys could have used this to manipulate people. There could have been power dynamics with words, like power trips, who has the upper hand. And it's like the positive way this could have manifested is understanding people on a deeper level, rising above it. It's like rise of the phoenix type of energy. You guys could have been talking about people having different beliefs than you, since the sun rules Leo in your 9th house. You guys could have been talking to people you are interested in, people you guys are dating. Could have been friends as well. Hearing different types of conversations that I would say differ from yours. I think also these conversations or thoughts could have consisted of the past. Either a past thought or a past topic came back up, just because the South Node is in Virgo right now, and Mercury rules Virgo. And the South Node talks about the past. So you could have had information on this topic, whatever it was you were talking about. Could have been talking to somebody from the past, somebody that you used to work with, or somebody that you've slept with Virgo energy. With Virgo energy, I always think of sex, but I also think of obviously work. But I'm thinking more so it probably connected to, no! I'm just thinking you guys were probably talking to people that maybe don't live close to you, just because Jupiter rules the 9th house traditionally. With the 9th house being in Leo and the sun rules Leo, I just think something would have been up with that. I don't know what that was. Sorry. Oh my God. February 9th, Mars in Cancer in retrograde in your 8th house is trining Saturn in Pisces in your 4th house. So again, Mars in Cancer in retrograde was trining Saturn in Pisces in your 4th house. A trine is a blessing. It's something that comes natural to you. It's usually like a natural talent. The downside to this is that it comes so easily. You guys could get lazy in this area of life. Or this could literally be somebody giving you something, somebody giving you a gift. So what I channel for the collective is being cautious with your mouth, thinking before you act, stability and grounded energy for the most part. I don't see anybody acting or reacting on impulse. Thinking of what actions you need to take in order to achieve your long-term goals. I think you guys could have also potentially felt the ability to be disciplined, the ability to have self-control or willpower, ability to go after whatever it is you want to achieve. So the reason I think you guys would have been able to feel that more so on that day is because Saturn is the father. It's the strict dad who's trying to teach us the hard life lessons we don't want to learn but have to learn. And Mars is looked at as the child who just wants to act on impulse because this is how it feels. It acts passionately, it acts on passion. But Saturn, when it's talking to Mars in a positive way, it's motivating Mars in a sense to create a plan, to think before you do this, because truly it's like the strict dad wants the child to achieve, but it wants it to be smart based on how it goes about its, you know, how it goes about what it wants to achieve. Hopefully you followed that. So yeah, I think also you guys may have been experiencing difficulty with either being motivated or taking action, just because Mars, if this is talking about taking action and it's in retrograde, there may be a slowdown. Really depends where you guys are at emotionally. Like, are you feeling happy? Are you feeling down? You guys may be feeling down because it's in the 8th house. So it's like, that's not easy. So yeah, what else? Moving on. February 10th, Mercury in Aquarius in your 3rd house was squaring Uranus in Taurus in your 6th house. So Mercury squaring Uranus. We don't like this. Feeling blocked from achieving something you want, but at the same time, not willing to give up. Feeling blocked from talking to people you want to. Distracted thoughts. Having difficulty understanding things. Feeling blocked from spirit. The advice here on this day is to go slow. Time is required. When people are mean, rise above it. What else? Wait, hold on. Having difficulty with self-expression, either verbally or just having difficulty with your own thoughts. So yeah, and the reason for this, I mean, anytime Uranus is squaring anything, it's pretty much like a champagne bottle, you know, it's pop, pop, pop. But since it's with Mercury, it's with your mouth. So the thing is this, is that it's either going to be mental conflict, or it's like people on this day would be experiencing some type of mental conflict, and then they may take it out on you, and you may be like, what? And you may want to fight back, or, you know, you may take it personal, and it's like, it's not personal on this day. People are just going to be kooky. They're going to be quick to snap back because something's already going on in their mind. When Uranus is talking to another energy with a square, if a square is talking about tension, friction, a holdup or block, and Uranus is talking about a sudden surprise, and it's either good or bad, it's usually negative when it's with a square. So it's like somebody could just come at you because it's Mercury with their words, and it's like because all of a sudden mentally Mercury, their thoughts are not doing well. So yeah, you guys may have experienced this with work. You guys may have experienced delays in travel with work. Again, I feel like definitely you would have experienced either anger or just angry people, because again, Lilith is in your 11th house, and if Uranus traditionally rules that 11th house, I just feel like people would have been testy on this day. Yeah. All right, moving on. February 11th, Sun in Aquarius in your 3rd house was squaring Uranus in Taurus in your 6th house. Again, we got another square with Uranus. So this energy I channeled was having difficulty taking the advice needed, having difficulty freeing yourself from something, having difficulty seeing the light in you, your life, situations, and people, randomly forgiving people, hearing from people, people feeling like your walls are up so high they can't reach you. Also, you guys could have experienced having difficulty with, again, self-expression because it's the sun, or feeling confident on this day. So yeah, so again, if the sun is in your 3rd house of communication, it's like you guys may express something very confident or in a very happy way, but then Uranus may be kind of blocking that. So you guys either may come off as super cocky, or somebody else may come off as cocky to you, and this may like not rub you guys the right way. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Okay, February 12th, there was a full moon in Leo in 24 degrees in your 9th house. So what I channel for the collective is the things you need to currently heal will be somewhat visible. These things are not seen or spoken about. You will be able to partially see this. So I shouldn't have written it like that. But basically what I was trying to get at was, you guys on an intuitive level will be in touch with something about yourself, regarding either your self-expression, your confidence, your inner child, how you guys express yourself, how you guys do romance, anything like 5th house topic, anything Leo related, anything Sun related, something of that nature would have been illuminated for you in regards to what needs to change, what needs to leave, in order for like better energy to come in. I think you guys would also want to escape whatever it is that's illuminated potentially, and not deal with what it is you need to actually heal. You will rather see things the way you want to, the way that feels most comfortable, just because honestly, it really depends on how self-aware you are and how much you're willing or wanting to make the right changes in order to do better in your life. That's how I think this would have affected people when it comes to, are they going to ignore whatever they see around this time frame? Or when I say see, I mean really like feel. So when they see something about themselves, like what are they intuitively in touch with? I do believe because the full moon was in 24 degrees, this is a Pisces degree. And with Pisces degree, again, this is very intuitive, yes, but there's also something here where, I guess 2 things. It can get very confusing when it comes to your own life. It's easier to access that Pisces energy with other people. But when it comes to you in your own life, it gets harder to see. So I think this would have led a lot of us to escape whatever it is we saw that we didn't like, meaning like we don't want to deal with it right now, or it's like one of those things where it's like we know we got to do this, but we'll get to it. So yeah, I think some of you guys would have been experiencing seeing something illuminated when it comes to how you like to have fun, something you need to let go when it comes to how you have fun or entertain, noticing or realizing how you don't have fun, noticing or realizing how you spend your time, focusing on how you express yourself through fashion and your body. Are you guys happy? And I'm thinking of the Michelle Branch song, Are You Happy Now? Escaping for fun, seeing something about ourselves we don't like or have difficulty changing. So for you guys specifically, with this happening in the 9th house, something would have been illuminated when it comes to something you feel dogmatic about. It could have been philosophy, it could have been religion, it could have been spirituality, some type of belief system. It could have been one of those things where it's like, you realize you only believed something because this is what, you know, you experienced as a child, but does this really like resonate with you? Something like that. I think for some of you, inner child wounds would have come through. And it's like, with this being in the 9th house, you would have really seen something here. Not seen, again, felt something. Anything else? Something could have been illuminated for you guys on the internet, specifically because literally the sun is in Aquarius. The sun rules Leo traditionally, and it's in Aquarius, the internet, but it's also in your 3rd house of communication and learning. So I think you guys definitely would have seen something. What's going on in your 5th house? Aries, Chiron, Venus. So a lot of you, this could have been connected to I want to say inner child wounds with Mars in retrograde in Cancer, the mother, family, home, something you guys could be potentially going through with family with Mars retrograde. And because it's in the 8th house, it could be one of those things where it's like nobody's really talking about it, but it's there, and it's something that could be going on behind your back. I think there could potentially be conflicts with the mother at this time, especially with Chiron and Aries in the 5th house. I think also something could have been illuminated when it came to either your friends or, again, people you guys are dating. Just because, again, Sun is in Aquarius. Aquarius talks about friends. Something could have also been illuminated when it comes to traveling for you guys, and it could have connected to work, with Uranus being in that 6th house in Taurus. Okay, moving on. February 14th, Mercury enters Pisces in your 4th house. So I get daydreamer energy, intuition, hard to focus, thoughts on how to heal something in your life, speaking in a way that is very healing to others. Dreams are talking to you, being in touch with spirit, synchronicities, seeing angel numbers, signs. The dead speaking to you, if not in your dreams, then while you are awake, knowing something is trying to get your attention. Talking to people who are from a different culture, different country, losing track of time, traveling, being creative, having creative ideas, thinking about romance, thinking about keeping people from the past out of your life, having walls up. Life may feel like a movie for some of you. People from the past trying to fix things with you, receiving messages from people who are looking to heal. So let's see, Mercury rules your 10th house in Virgo with the South Node, the past, and Mercury also rules your 7th house in Jupiter, in Gemini. And Jupiter's there. So I think for a lot of you, you guys would definitely be talking about traveling with friends, or traveling with somebody you guys are intimate with right now, with Juno and Scorpio in that 12th house, and Pluto being in the 3rd house, like somebody you're talking to, definitely. What else? Where was it going with this? I spaced out, sorry. The South Node, the past. You guys could be revisiting old ideas about your career. You guys could be thinking, for some of you, to go back to an old job you had. That 6th house, Uranus and Taurus, and 6th house traditionally belongs to Virgo. Yeah, I just think also something you're seeing on the internet could be something you're daydreaming about when it comes to the past. Also, it's not just romance, but also like past ideas when it comes to how you guys make money and what you guys do for a living. Okay, moving on. February 16th, Pallas Athena is leaving Aquarius and is entering... Wait, did I say that right? I said that wrong, sorry. Pallas Athena is leaving Capricorn and entering Aquarius in your 3rd house. Okay, so Pallas Athena always talks about a strategy. It's always talking... You always want to look at Pallas Athena when it comes to how can you get there. So whatever you guys, whatever your goal is right now, whatever it is you're looking to achieve, however you want to phrase it, Pallas Athena will help take you there because it's always talking about a strategy. So there's a few different places I want to look. Well, first, what did I... hold on one second. Pallas, where are you? Where are you? Bro. What the... Okay. I don't know where it is, but that's okay. I don't need to look at it. So Pallas Athena, there could be a strategy when it comes to the internet, when it comes to your group of friends, social networking, how to work around anger or people who are backstabbing you or people you feel like you're fighting. This can also include family, the mother, or people you're sleeping with, people you have slept with. The reason I'm going there is because Lilith is in that 11th house. This talks about anger around relationships or like strong, serious relationships, if not committed relationships. And somehow it's talking to the internet, like about the internet, like the internet's connected. What I'm trying to say is the collective. You guys also may be annoyed with like people in general, like everybody on earth. You know, you may not vibe. You may think the world is going to shit, you know, something like that. I think also you guys just could be annoyed if not with a mother, then family or people you've slept with, like, and it just connects to the internet. Somehow I'm getting it. So there could be like passive aggressive type of communication at this time. So I think your strategy would be either to change like what it is you value, or your strategy would have something to do with the throat chakra because of Taurus in your 6th house, and Uranus being there, like coming into like being in touch with your genius ideas, I want to say. 6th house traditionally rules Mercury, like Mercury traditionally. If Virgo traditionally rules that 6th house and you guys have Uranus here, I just think you guys would have like these random ideas when it comes to either work or people you've slept with, and it all connects to somehow either social networking or literally the internet. But I feel like while Lilith is in Libra, you guys may be experiencing some type of pain with this, especially since Chiron is in Aries in the 5th house. You may be experiencing either inner child wounds, or you may be experiencing like insecurities in regards to who you are, or how like you guys date, I want to say, because Aries is supposed to be how you guys take action in the world, because Mars rules Aries and it's in your 5th house of creativity, self-expression, and Aries energy is very childlike. So there would be just some type of insecurities with how you do this in general, this type of energy. And since Mars, the ruler of Aries, is in your 8th house, in retrograde in Cancer, I just think you guys would be experiencing some type of mental conflict when it comes to your feelings or how people are acting out based on their feelings. Yeah. All right. So your strategy would connect to either how to make things right, because Aquarius energy being in your 3rd house, you may be thinking of some type of communication, like either how to be at peace with yourself, since Mercury just went into Pisces in your 4th house. This is like trying to think of things, or like not think of things, I'm sorry, trying to be more, trying to heal is what I want to say. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you ever have to talk to anybody that you guys are not getting along with. It could just mean that you are just trying to not even think about it, honestly. With Mercury and Pisces, again, it's here 1 minute, it's gone the next. So yeah. All right, February 18th, Sun leaves Aquarius in your 3rd house and enters Pisces in the 4th house. So yeah, this kind of matches what I just said, because your Sun, the Sun in general for you guys traditionally rules your 9th house in Leo. So I think there would be a lot of potentially introspection here with whatever it is you guys are experiencing at this time. So yeah, anyway, what I channeled was loner energy, see through things much easier, intuition, seeing the divine or your angels in your dreams, not having the energy to do the things you want to do. Faith or spirituality, some type of belief may help you feel better or heal. And again, being able to basically see through people. So let me see if I want to add anything else to this. The Sun rules Leo in your 9th house. So yeah, I think there would be some type of introspection going on, or at least you guys would be trying to. And then Leo traditionally rules that 5th house, and you guys have Venus and Chiron. Even though Venus isn't talking to Chiron right now, it's like some of you guys are able to, the people that you guys are dating or sleeping with, it's like you guys would be able to see through these people. Whoever you're having conflicts with, I think you would be able to see something about yourself as well, just because Pisces is in your 4th house. And Cancer traditionally rules that 4th house, and it's in your 8th. And if Mars talks about conflict, arguments, war, you guys would be really like trying to heal this, at least within yourselves at this time. I think you guys would be trying to leave the past in the past in order to quote unquote get to your future, you know? because Pisces energy is the past and the future. And if the North Node is in Pisces right now in your 4th house, you guys are definitely trying to heal. You guys are trying to do some inner work, or at least I would think so. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Okay, February 19th, Juno enters Sagittarius in your 1st house and leaves your 12th house in Scorpio. Okay, so Juno is all about soulmate energy. Well, first let's read what I wrote. Traveling, learning new things, learning about a belief, being able to change how you see things in order to manifest better. This way you have access to whatever it is you want. Being able to manifest the things you feel emotionally fulfills you. So, so for those of you that are dating right now, I believe that since Juno is soulmate energy, it's in your 1st house. So this one's going to go either way. It's like the universe is telling you right now that you are your own soulmate. But Jupiter is your ruler, right? And it's in the 7th house in Gemini. And Mercury rules Gemini. It's in your 4th house, your feelings, the place of home. I feel like whatever it is you guys believe in is telling you guys like to just like have it's not to say stay away from relationships at this time, especially because Jupiter is in your 7th house. Like you wouldn't be able to do this anyway. But if Jupiter talks about wisdom, learning, you guys are supposed to be learning about the people you guys connect to. You guys are learning something here though about yourselves, because the 7th house is talking about our shadow. So I'm gonna say for those of you that are not dating, it's like have a relationship with yourself at this time. I mean, that's what you guys would be having anyway, but this is what I'm seeing here. It's like, so doing your typical Sagittarius shit would be like great for you guys, for those who aren't dating. Traveling, take a trip with yourself. Well, no, actually take a trip with friends. That's what it's showing me. Take a trip that would be meaningful, a place that you feel connected to. Don't just like travel nowhere, like to a place that doesn't feel special, a place that has no connection to you. No. With Mercury and Pisces, go somewhere you feel like you've had a past life in. Like, I'm not kidding. Definitely. Learn something new. Start learning about what type of person you want to attract into your life when it comes to serious relationships. Now, for those of you that are dating, the best soulmate energy that you guys can find is somebody like you guys. Somebody who's smart, wise, funny. Anything else with the sun? I just think you guys would have difficulty while the sun is in your 4th house in Pisces. There's too much introspection going on. There's too many downloads, too many intuitive hits. It's like, I don't even think you guys... Venus and Aries in the 5th house. You guys will definitely be attracting people. But you're also going to feel like you're seeing through these people. But there's something that you guys are actually seeing about yourselves with all the with that Pisces stellium in your 4th house. So it's not going to be easy. All right, let's move on. February 20th, Mercury in Pisces in your 4th house is squaring Jupiter in Gemini in your 7th house. Okay, so not a fan of this energy. You guys will experience having a lot to say, but people may not understand you, or you may have difficulty expressing yourself. This is because Jupiter is in Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini, just whatever it touches, it goes big, right? If Gemini energy is words, then it's like a very wordy type of energy. You may experience arguments. You or someone else may talk shit on this day, or people may think you're talking shit, or the way you speak isn't nice, and it creates friction. This is because of the square. It's a block. It's a hold up. It's like energy isn't flowing as it should, so it ends up just, you know. So, and also I feel like this type of energy, it either goes one of two ways. You're either overdoing it with the positivity, like making fun of people or trying to be funny, because Jupiter can be funny, right? But it's squaring Mercury, your thoughts, your communication. All right, let's continue. So it's like you guys would either think you're being funny, and then somebody may be offended, because if Mercury is your thoughts and communication and there's a square, I always picture it like something's being blocked when it comes to like receiving messages the right way or clearly. And so if Jupiter is talking to people it's, you know, either friends with or dating, the message may not hit home is what I want to say. If Mercury talks about being like a salesman, like make sure you guys know your target audience. That's what I want to say, because it's giving me Mercury and Sagittarius energy, to be quite honest. Why? Because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and it's talking to Mercury, and it's not talking to it in a positive way. The seagull is confirming it. The seagull is your spirit guide. No, I'm just kidding. For some of you, you may experience a lot of confidence, and you may do something you normally wouldn't have the courage to do. Funny energy, or the other side of the spectrum is feeling down. Why? Because if Jupiter is happy or optimistic and Mercury is squaring this, it's like the happiness can't reach you. The happiness can't reach your head. It can't reach your thoughts. Like you're just having difficulty, which leads me to you guys may feel like you can't manifest around this time, because it's like you're not feeling happy, or you're just not seeing things, you know, unfold the way you wanted it to, something like that. Difficulty with traveling on this day. Yes, with Jupiter and Mercury squaring, just saying. Advice: think before speaking. Try to be lazy or move slower on this day, because there will be too much mental stimulation and it will feel like a lot, and you may move too fast or say something without thinking and regret it. So yeah, I think you guys may go overboard with your words or thoughts, or just overdoing it on the internet, or too much research or learning, and also could definitely cause depression. And obviously it's just a transit, so it's not forever, right? So keep that in mind. All right, February 23rd, Mercury in Pisces in your 4th house will be trining Mars in Cancer in retrograde in your 8th. So again, February 23rd, we have Mercury in Pisces in your 4th house. It's trining Mars in Cancer in retrograde in your 8th. This energy, So this energy was giving me abundance energy, like meaning staying in your abundance, not being reactive, walking away from people or situations where doors are closed. It's also giving me healing era energy. The reason for this is because I believe with Mercury being in Pisces, let alone in your 4th house, a traditional water house, but you guys actually have water here. Pisces energy, sorry, I'm like making a joke in my head. I'm like, don't say it. I think you guys would just have an easier time. So people are going to say different things about this one, because Mercury, your thoughts, communication, is talking to Mars, which can be arguments, conflict, mental conflict. Yes, I think you guys would potentially experience all these things, but it would have a good ending. I would be very surprised if you guys said it was a terrible ending. Like I would wonder if you guys are being over dramatic, just because I feel like this type of energy speaks of agreeing to disagree. So arguments that may come through much easier on this day, because yeah, I do believe that would be, they would be held, it just wouldn't be a bad fight, that's all. It would end agree to disagree. I also think even mental conflict, I think you guys would end those thoughts with, we'll do better tomorrow, or like, you know, positive reinforcement, because that's how it works. You know, that's usually why people give up, because they're just like, I already messed up. And it's like, well, you're not dead, keep going, you know? So that's how I feel like you guys would experience that energy. So I think you guys would be able to do what it is you want to do with willpower, because also the positive side to Mars is having ambition, being confident, having the willpower, go, go, go. It's all about action. Yeah, so do I have something in my hair? Understanding conflict on this day is much easier, or understanding why people get annoyed or frustrated comes easy. Why? Because Mercury is in Pisces. Conflicts can come easier on this day. Mental conflicts too, but a positive outcome, like I said. Agree to disagree. All right. Later that day, Mars goes direct in Cancer. All right, so Mars will be going direct in Cancer in 17 degrees in your 8th house. What do I think this means? The path you should take will feel clearer, but you'll still be in your feelings about whatever choices you guys decide. Putting the work needed in order for you to not just say how you feel in the moment, but you'll want to. Commit to doing the hard work that's needed in order to get what you want. The advice here is to try to laugh and stay positive. Follow your passions, but expect men to feel passionately about you, but you may just be escapism to them, so be careful. Is there anything else I want to say? I don't think so, no. Okay, so when Mars goes direct in Cancer, I think for anybody who has been feeling like not as much energy, this will change. For anybody that's been having conflicts at home with the mother, with people you guys are sleeping with, crazy exes, I feel like those situations should get better. Again, Aries is the ruler of Mars, and it's in your 5th house. 5th house speaks of positivity, and you guys have it in Aries, so it's like you guys should have some fun. Chiron may hurt a little because literally this is Chiron, but overall I feel like Venus rules your 6th house and your 11th house. For those of you that again are looking for work, that feels more either, for those of you that are trying to be an entrepreneur, for those of you that want to do something creative, something you feel passionate about, that may have been illuminated for you guys during this time, during the full moon in Leo. I think now would be the time where you could make this happen for sure. You may still experience some type of anger because Venus is in Aries and Lilith is in Libra. Uranus is in Taurus, meaning something suddenly pop, pop, pop may happen. But Venus in Aries is very blunt. It's very upfront. So what are you doing? Sorry. So you guys may experience, well, I feel like you guys would have experienced with that, with Aries in the 5th house. These are the type of people you're attracting. People that are fun, but pretty much straight up and to the point. So you guys would, that type of energy may ultimately also piss you off at the same time. Or at least while Mars is in Cancer in the 8th house, you may feel attacked is what I'm getting. Anything else? No. Okay, February 23rd, nope, we just did that. Ceres enters Pisces on February 23rd, that same day. So excuse me, Oceana. So Ceres talks about the best way to heal, and it's transiting in your 4th house in Pisces, meaning healing through spiritual things or a belief system. It may be very healing, talking things out, going to therapy, seeking advice, getting a psychic or astrology reading, or anything metaphysical or non-tangible. So spiritual stores, things like that. Oceana, please move just a little. Sorry, guys. So your 4th house, again, since this traditionally belongs to Cancer, I feel like what would be very healing is connecting with your inner realm, your emotions, and taking action here because of Mars. Mars going direct, it's like, let's handle it. So you guys may feel like therapy would work best because Mercury is involved here. This talks about your thoughts and communication. That's why I'm saying therapy or getting a reading. Those type of things can be very healing. Like I said before, there's definitely some type of inner work or introspection going on during this time. Also, it could be very healing to be home, stay home, or work things out with the mother, work things out with the family, work things out with property, the home, things like that. Taking action. Okay, so I don't know what happened to the audio here. I'm quite fucking annoyed. But anyway, What I was trying to say was, I was talking about, what was it? Okay, so Mercury and Pisces in your 4th house, sextiling Uranus and Taurus in your 6th house on February 27th. Trying to focus but getting distracted or pulled into different directions. Knowing something is coming back from your past. Seeing things logically and less emotionally. Traveling, driving, investing into yourself, spending money, healing your inner child, standing out for being different, sense of humor, laughing, being in touch with friends or possibly your intuition or your higher self, having genius ideas or conversations about your genius ideas, and making travel plans. So yeah, Mercury in Pisces in your 4th house. Talking to Uranus and Taurus, this is your 6th house, so it's either literally you guys traveling for work, traveling and making money. That's also possible too. So a sextile, here's the thing, it's the potential. It is looked at as a blessing because if you do something here, like you take action, then you're more than likely going to get the results you want. So yeah, is there anything else? Mercury ruling Virgo, your 10th house, and Mercury ruling Gemini, your 7th house, with Jupiter there. For some of you, there may be conversations when it comes to what type of work do you want to do, and can you work from home? Can you make the dream come true when it comes to the dream job? Because the South Node being your 10th house is asking you guys this, to do something that is more emotionally fulfilling with that North Node in Pisces. Or it's like, care less about how you appear publicly and focus in more on how you actually feel, and try to get more in touch with this, because Pisces being in the 4th house can honestly be a little bit confusing. Pisces energy in general is confusing. I know everyone's like, it's super intuitive, and it is super intuitive, yeah. But when it's in your, it can just be confusing when it comes to you guys personally, and much easier when it comes to other people. That's all I want to say. Is there anything else? No. All right, moving on. All right, so now we have a new moon in Pisces in 9 degrees on the same day, February 27th. So I think you guys may be deciding between two things currently, but then something new comes into the picture. You may try to heal something in your life through talking things out. You will want to break down walls or other people's walls, trying to do the work, balance things out in your life. This may have to do with money, trying to help people heal through your words. Again, this is a new moon in Pisces in your 4th house, and it's in 9 degrees, which is a Sagittarius degree. It's your degree. So I do believe something new would be happening when it comes to either traveling or spirituality or a belief system. I also think the dead would be speaking to you guys in your dreams. I just think something would be going on in your dreams. Something you cannot see is unfolding, and you know it is. Committing to what you believe is happening based on synchronicities or signs. So yeah, 9 degrees is Sagittarius degree. You guys, you yourself, and then that 9th house traditionally belongs to you guys, and you have Leo there, and the sun traditionally rules Leo. So I just feel like something new would be happening when it comes to you guys learning about your inner world, because I feel like something is happening more so with just you guys. And it's all based on knowledge, information you're gaining. I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else I want to say to that? Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. That's you guys. It's in the 7th house. So you guys may, something new that may be unfolding is meeting somebody that you guys feel can be actually in your future. Somebody you want to build a life with, because it's the 4th house, home. Somebody that really connects to your inner feelings. I think that's Jupiter ruling that 9th house, or just a new belief system that feels better to you guys. Yeah. All right. So I want to talk about all these transits all together, what you guys can expect to be feeling in the month of February. Okay, so for my Sagittarius is for the month of February. Overall, I feel like with Mercury, Pluto, the Sun, and Ceres, while it was in your third house in Aquarius, I think you guys would have been very social on the internet in some type of way, whether it was a dating app, or maybe talking to friends, social networking. I think you also would have been learning something new when it comes to maybe a belief system. You also could have been talking about traveling during that time. You also could have been talking about, you could have been talking with your friends about work or trying to look for a new job, since Uranus rules your sixth house. Since Uranus rules Aquarius, and it's currently in your sixth house, the place of work. So you guys may be looking for a job that you feel more appreciated in, a job that you feel is more seen, where you're seen, or just a job that feels, that you guys feel passionately about. And with Pluto being in Aquarius, I feel like you guys, it's just the beginning for you guys, but in your third house, you guys may be experiencing already thinking very differently. Your thoughts may be transforming when it comes to how you speak, what it is you talk about, also your groups of friends, because whatever Pluto touches, it's never the same. So if Pluto talks about transformation, showing the shadow in order for you to get to your light, I think this is happening in your third house, because it's going to be changing either how you speak, or who you're friends with, or what it is you're into when it comes to learning, or how you go about learning. Ceres, it could have been very healing to talk to friends during that time. So in your fourth house, Pisces energy, there is Ceres, Neptune, Saturn, North Node, Mercury, the Sun, and then later on the new moon. I think you guys will want to do some type of inner work when it comes to your feelings. You guys may feel better literally expressing how you feel. So you guys may want to you guys may want to go to therapy. For some of you, maybe this is going back to therapy, since Mars will be in retrograde in the very beginning, and so will Jupiter. So that's something you could be going back to, or it could be something new once Mars and Jupiter goes direct. I think you guys could be seeing something new about yourselves. I think you guys will definitely be experiencing intuition at an all-time high. I think your dreams will be talking to you guys. I think you'll be experiencing synchronicities, angel numbers, knowing that something outside of you is trying to get your attention in some kind of way. And I'm talking about like angels, obviously, spirits, source, whatever you want to call it. It would be very healing to, if not go to therapy, then get a psychic reading, a tarot reading, astrology reading, something like that's connected to metaphysical things, non-tangible. Because the North Node is in your fourth house, you guys are definitely being asked to focus inward. So this way you guys can manifest the life you guys actually want. And you guys may be learning something about the partners that you attract into your life, and how it connects to you guys. Like you may be learning something new about yourselves, because Jupiter being in that seventh house in Gemini, if Jupiter talks about wisdom, and this is the planet that rules you guys, right? You guys are learning something about the people you connect with. Like there's something about their shadow that like you're learning about yourself. So there may be some type of healing going on when it comes to that. Pallas Athena being in Aquarius, there's going to be some type of strategy when it comes to either social networking, your friends, the internet, maybe collaborating. It could have something to do with literally putting yourself out there to get a new job, get the job you want. You may feel like you're having difficulty with this because you have the South Node in your 10th house, the place of your career. For those of you where it has nothing to do with work, then I'm going to say it probably has to do with how you guys are seen. It's like the universe is asking you guys not to care so much about being perfect publicly, or coming off like that you're very smart, intelligent, because this is why you guys come off this way, is because in your 10th house, your public house, you guys have Virgo. Virgo knows everything. So with the South Node being the past, it's like, try to step away from this, so this way you can make things that you really want, that mean something to you, more tangible. I know you guys are very good at manifesting, but while the North Node is in Pisces, you guys could manifest things that are truly closer to the heart, more meaningful. Chiron and Venus in your 5th house in Aries. You guys are going to be very magnetic, sexually magnetic, especially with Mars going direct in that 8th house in Cancer. I think you guys are going to be getting it on. You guys may, with that Chiron, experience some type of insecurities when it comes to self-expression, maybe how you could have something to do with money, your money situation, or just how you appear, because Mars, the ruler of Aries, was in retrograde and now it's going direct in February. So you guys may feel like you are not able to do something here when it comes to romance or self-expression. You guys may feel like you're not seen in the right way. There could be anger around relationships in general, with Lilith being in Libra in your 11th house. So it's like the people you're connecting with Aquarius in that 3rd house, the people you're talking to, it's like you guys could be feeling like things are not fair. Anything else I want to add on to that? No. Uranus in the 6th house in Taurus. There could be a shakeup when it comes to your job, your daily regimen, how you guys heal, how you guys take care of yourself. You guys are being asked with Aquarius in that 3rd house to do things like positive affirmations, connecting to your spirit guides, but on a higher level. Since Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, it's like not being necessarily the oddball, but just like just a higher consciousness you guys are being asked to connect to with your thoughts, and like on the daily with that Uranus in the 6th house, daily regimen. Like this can help you guys heal. That's what I'm getting. Anything else I want to say to that? No. Jupiter in retrograde in Gemini, and then it goes direct. I think there was probably a redo when it came to serious relationships, not just romance, but business partnerships or just friends where maybe, you know, there's some type of serious commitment to, whether it's like they owe you money or vice versa. You may have been seeing something that you didn't like when Mars was in retrograde in your 8th house. There may have been some difficulty here with people close to you. And then once Mars and Jupiter goes direct, you may be taking action based on whatever it is you witnessed that was going on or felt. I think you just would be learning a lot about the people you connect to by law of attraction and what this says about you guys. You guys are definitely meeting the right people during this time to connect with, but it may be more so to learn, because Gemini is a learning energy. But you guys are being asked to connect with people, the type of people that you value, because with Uranus ruling Aquarius in your 3rd house, you guys have the, oh wait, I just botched it, hold on. You guys are being asked to learn on a deeper level what it is you value, because Taurus energy, this is what, this speaks of. Wait, why am I freezing? Hold on. Okay. I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry, I messed that up. Uranus being connected to the things you guys value. There's a shakeup here. So you guys are questioning the things that once meant something to you. It's like you don't feel the same way about it anymore. And Uranus ruling Aquarius, which is your 3rd house, your thoughts. It's like, this is what's going on here. You guys are literally being asked to reconsider what it is you value. So Mars being in Cancer in your 8th house, I think you guys would have been dealing with some bullshit. That's what I think. You guys would have been dealing with some BS, either with the mother or the family, the home, or people you have slept with, just because Mars was in retrograde. It's in the 8th house. When Mars is in the 8th house, you're basically experiencing bullshit. You're experiencing passive-aggressive moves, or frenemies, people just not being direct. Mars is very direct energy, but the 8th house speaks of the things you cannot see. So it's like things are happening behind your back because this energy is not being direct with you. But the thing is, with the 8th house, it's very intuitive, and you guys have this in a water energy. You have it in Cancer. So I think you would have felt very much so who was, you know, loyal. Mars is loyal, and son of a bitch. You would have realized who was loyal and who was not, who you're fighting, because Mars is the soldier, it's war. Also, I think this would have messed with you guys in regards to not feeling confident about certain situations. Honestly, more than likely, it's probably either romance or home. Why? Because Mars rules Aries, your 5th house, romance, and it's also the child. And Chiron is already here. So I feel like there would have been some type of inner conflict there. And Lilith being in Libra in general, like just relationships in general, it's like, something doesn't feel fair. So yeah. What else? Ooh. And Mars traditionally rules that 1st house, and right now you guys have Juno there, soulmate energy. So it's like, I feel like you guys are being asked to just like reflect, go within, be your own soulmate based on everything you've been learning. Full moon was in Leo in the 9th house. Something would have been illuminated when it comes to religion, a belief system, spirituality, maybe traveling, because when this happened, the sun was in Aquarius in the 3rd house. Something could have been illuminated when it came to work as well, since Uranus rules Aquarius. This is possible. But I think something more so would have been illuminated when it comes to how you guys, I want to say either philosophy or like the idea of romance or the idea of self-expression, something connected to like 5th house topics. That's what I want to say. Because the 9th house is very dogmatic. And if something's being illuminated here, you guys may have learned something that you feel very passionate, but also stubborn on. And then it's like you could have realized, oh, maybe this needs to change. Maybe this needs to whatever, XYZ. South Node of Virgo, 10th house. I already said it, but you guys may not feel appreciated at work. You may feel not seen. You may feel like you want to change your job, especially with Uranus being in your 6th house, work. In fact, when Pallas Athena was in Capricorn for you guys in your 2nd house, your money, your wallet, you guys were probably thinking of some type of strategy, how to make more money, or how to get a job that feels where you feel you feel something for. So it's almost like Source is asking you guys to step away from, besides like looking some type of way publicly, like well put together, or speaking in a way that is socially acceptable, you know, typical Virgo things, not wanting to be wrong publicly. It's like the universe, okay, the universe is asking you guys to connect more with yourself, with North Node and Pisces in the 4th house, especially since Cancer traditionally rules the 4th house, and this is your inner world. So it's asking you to either make the dream come true when it comes to your career, work from home, especially since Pisces traditionally rules that 12th house in Scorpio. So money is very important. I mean, it's important to everyone, right? But to what degree is very different. But this is more so on your mind, because Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, is in your 3rd house. So you may be thinking how you can make money off the internet, how you can make money with friends, how you can make money collaborating. Yeah. Lilith in your 11th house in Libra, just not happy with groups of people, not happy with the internet, groups of, I'm sorry, not happy with potentially your friends. Oceana, I'm not happy with you right now. Please remove yourself. Thank you. Lilith and Libra, unhappy, or not unhappy, I'm using the wrong word, anger. And if it's not manifesting as anger, then I would just say your inner bitch is showing, because of things that you guys consider to be where there's no justice. Again, I feel like it's going to be talking about more so romance and either the people that you're into, how they express themselves, because 5th house is the stage publicly. You may feel like you're attracting self-centered people, to be quite honest with you. And there may be anger around that because you don't feel like there's any justice. Juno leaving Scorpio and entering your 1st house in Sagittarius. When Juno was in Scorpio, you guys may have really wanted something deep, intimate, the truth, you know? But then I think because of everything that was going on in your chart, I feel like you may have found the truth and you may have not been a fan. So it's like Juno in your 1st house is asking you guys to be your own soulmate. If you don't connect with that, then I'm going to say Juno is asking you guys to connect with people who share the same interests as you. Traveling, learning new things. Did I mention this? A freedom-oriented individual. Like, you guys need this big time. Also, I feel like I just realized this. With Jupiter being in Gemini in your 7th house, you guys are attracting people intentionally to help you guys not be so fixed or dogmatic when it comes to your beliefs and your thoughts. Connected to, I said that weird, but things you guys feel dogmatic about. Where am I getting this? Because your 9th house isn't a fixed sign. It's Leo. So it's like, you can't change Leo energy. It's like once they make up their mind, that's it. There's no changing it. It doesn't matter. So since Jupiter traditionally rules your 9th house, right? You guys are meeting people that are mutable. They're open. They're flexible. This is Gemini energy. It's mutable, flexible, and it likes to learn everything. So you guys are being asked to like expand upon this, like open your mind a little bit more. And you're probably attracting people, at least I would think, who don't necessarily believe in the same things as you guys, who don't necessarily value the things you guys once valued. This is also, I think, what's changing for you guys in regards to what you value is not the same. That's what I'm trying to say. And nobody likes change, and this could also be connected to Lilith, the anger around your relationships at this time. Anything else I want to say? So anything happening for you guys? Because I feel like every astrologer is like, big things for all the mutable signs. But I mean, yes, because Jupiter's in your 7th house in Gemini. Anything else? North node in the 4th house. That's nice. That's sweet. Pluto and Aquarius in the 3rd house. You guys will be transforming the mind. That's right, because Pluto rules your 12th house, Scorpio. So you guys are definitely going to be in touch with your own psyche. The unconscious will become conscious. That'll be a slow ride. I think that's it. Oh yeah, I could see that when Saturn and Neptune hit your 5th house in Aries. And Uranus goes into your 7th house. Gemini. Well, it's a bumpy one. But it's good because you'll be learning new things. You'll truly be learning about freedom-oriented people. You guys think you're freedom-oriented? Wait till you have Uranus in your 7th house. So yeah, I think that's really it. Yeah, I definitely agree. I could see why it's going to be a very interesting for you guys. Okay, all right. Wish you guys so much luck in the month of February. Bye, guys.